Welcome to the Mandcave. Meow. The only podcast hosted by two best friends with nothing in common except their names. I'm Mandy Kaplan.
And I'm Mandy. Oh, God. And I'm Mandy Filanian. That sounded like a sexual thing.
did.
Whatever. I'm working. We're
Workshop it.
Tabian. How about Tabian?
Okay.
Anyway, we're two best friends. Wait, you already said that, didn't you?
I did.
Hey, we're going to talk about movies, TV. We're going to disagree on everything. Grab your couch. Let's get to it.
Wait a minute, cut this shit.
Okay. So I texted you midweek with a CNN article. I'm going to put on my reading glasses so I look smart.
Sexy.
Intimidating, right?
Very.
So I found an article called Laci Peterson Case, What the Jury Didn't Hear. And this is from CNN, so it's not like just some loner in their basement.
Right.
For what it's worth, I sent it to you because I thought it was interesting that half of the points seem to point to his innocence and half of them seem to point to his guilt. So I would like to only talk about the things that point to his guilt. Here we go.
No, you can't do. What is up with? All right. What are you, a police officer?
Peterson refused to take a lie detector test. Anyone who refuses, I suspect. Okay. He had 12 Viagra tablets in his car when he was arrested. A grieving husband, an innocent grieving husband.
Who's having an affair?
To you, had
Who's having an affair?
12 Viagra tablets.
But we already knew he was effing somebody else. Hey, look how I got clean for a second. It's our Halloween episode. There may be kids listening.
No, you're fucking cute. Peterson bought 4 phony college diplomas totaling $267 from an internet site. December 16th, 2002, less than a week before his wife went missing.
But that's just smart. I mean, like, I want more degrees. If I'd known I could buy them online, I would have. That does make me a murderer.
Well, you were ordained online. It's not too far.
Yeah, I know, right? I forget. Yeah.
I'm all about this. Tracking dogs found Laci Peterson's scent in areas that suggested she left her home by car, not foot, and had been in her husband's boat. Now,
well,
granted, he could have brought the boat home and been like, come look at my boat, honey. I bought a new boat.
That's true. He could have. And he could have, like, what if he had some of her DNA or hair or whatever? If they lived in the same house, maybe some of the smell from her is similar to the smell from him.
You're pushing it, Garagos. Okay, now this, to me, one of these points to his innocence, that his mom said, she told, when the police were searching the San Francisco Bay, she told her son, no one, not even you, Scott, would be stupid enough to dump bodies in the very location of their alibi.
Can you imagine if you found out that Casey was cheating on his wife?
Again?
I mean, can you imagine? I'm just saying, like, of course she's like, you're an idiot. You're a goddamn idiot. We paid so much money for that rehearsal dinner, Scott.
This goes.
I can hardly listen to you. Those reading glasses are so sexy.
Right? This goes on and on and on. And a lot of them are very, an ex-girlfriend said he was a weirdo and acted strange. Okay, fine. I don't care.
If you asked my exes anything, I'm a total murderer.
Serial killer.
I'm definitely a sociopath.
Well, maybe if I can figure out how to post a link on our Discord, I will. Because I found this interesting. That each one I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting point towards to support me, and then one for you, one for me. Very even keeled. Those who are listening to this hopefully have heard the episode yesterday, or our episode, and
last week.
I still want to know what they think of that voicemail. That's my biggest priority.
Yeah. I re-listened to it. There's just
I'm not going to kill you.
No, you're not comfortable with, like, people being sweet and saying, I love you and you're so pretty and stuff like that. You're just not comfortable with that. That's you. That makes you more of a murderer than him, actually. That puts you in the crime committing category.
That's our hot take. I am a more of a murderer than Scott Peterson.
I don't know. I don't think I'm out of line here. No, But I listened to it again. It didn't seem phony. But because we're on this hot topic, I may as well just mention that we had a listener. We had a listener reach out who super loved that episode.
Great.
And so for Mandys, okay, let's go ahead and just make the announcement.
You mean
right?
Members only, people who have gone to mandcave.com/Fandy and they pay $5 a month for bonus content? You mean those special super secret people?
Those super secret people.
Yeah.
We are going to watch a 6-part miniseries on Hulu. Yeah, no, it's okay. No, we're going to over time.
Okay.
So when we get done with it, we're going to squeeze it into our week. So sometime in the next month and a half, maybe 2 months, we will watch it's a docuseries on Hulu.
Okay.
And it's called The Murder of Laci Peterson. And she seems to think that you are going to be brought to the side of him perhaps being innocent while being a cheating scumbag, maybe innocent.
Okay.
We will see what you actually feel. Could be fun to watch a couple of these together.
Okay.
But we're going to do that for Fandy content. So how about that?
And then we'll have a holiday hiatus, but we'll drop a fresh episode during that holiday hiatus for Fandys only.
Yeah. I think it's a great thing to talk about at Christmas, especially because she was murdered on Christmas. Like, it's sweet. I heard this statistic that nostalgia makes you a happier person. Like, just a higher functioning, more confident, better person if you have some sense of nostalgia in your life. So it's sweet. So this Christmas, brought to you by the Mandys, we're going to bring you The Murder of Laci Peterson.
I'm smelling
and
a Hallmark.
Her baby.
I'm smelling a Hallmark movie promo that we're going to make. I feel it coming.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
This
Christmas on the Mandcave.
Brought to you by fish boats. fishing boats. I don't know.
Brought to you by Viagra, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Guess what I get to do for Halloween?
What?
Abby has learned the choreography for Thriller.
Oh, great.
With her 6th grade class.
Yes.
And I get to go watch them perform it. And I am so excited.
How hard is it going to be for you not to jump up and upstage them all and do it?
I don't know the choreography. Do you?
Yeah.
You do all of it?
Not all of it, but a good portion. Yeah.
Wow. No, I never learned it.
Okay.
And so I'm very, very excited. I keep playing Thriller around the house to see if she'll give me a sneak peek, but no dice.
If we get any new Fandys that sign up after they hear this, I will personally email them myself doing Thriller choreography.
Wow, that's awesome. And I will send them pictures of Abby's Halloween costume, serial killer. The Fandys know about it, but
true.
For the people who are not Fandys, Abby's going as a serial killer this year.
Yes.
And she's splattering blueberry juice on her white dress and hot gluing cereal all over her, and she's carrying a big spoon. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, become a Fandy. Mandcave.com/Fandy. Okay.
We did all of the cell stuff up front.
Very busy and important. So, we watched a 1 hour and 7-minute documentary on Netflix.
4 hour and 20 minutes. Best 4 hours of my life.
Felt like that play right now at the Geffen that's like 6 hours.
Inheritance.
Mm-hmm. So this documentary is called Inside the Mind of a Cat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it starts with adorable cats on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And so I was like so excited.
Oh, yeah.
And then these cats just like jumped off of stuff and onto stuff. And they got to like the quarterfinals of America's Got Talent. And I was like, I can jump off of stuff and onto stuff.
Well, but you're not a cat. I mean, I think it's different in that way. I think here's the funny thing, this is what the whole documentary is about, is like, hey, you think cats don't give a shit about you, and you think cats aren't going to do what you tell them, and you think cats aren't listening to you, which, by the way, is just those are great posters for, hey, go out and get a cat as a pet right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's selling points? But the whole documentary is like, you thought these things about cat and they're just not true. So the fact that the cat was doing stuff that you would normally see dogs doing,
right,
or lions, or, I think that was the thing, right?
Now, I'm a crazy cat lady. I love cats. I would live in a house with 100 cats if I could. What I took away...
I keep begging you not to say that out loud. I keep begging, like, please.
It only adds to my killer persona.
We have millennial listeners. But we are trying... This is supposed to be sexy, folks. Oh,
it is, with our sweatshirts. But I will say, this documentary proved all cat haters right. Except those 3 cats that those ladies trained that could jump on stuff and jump off of stuff. They are pretty remarkable cats. And Carl, we'll get to Carl, the hero of the film.
Oh, Carl was great, yeah.
Other than those 4 cats, they are pretty useless. Am I wrong?
Well, this is interesting, actually, because I will say, even though it didn't like make me want to run out and get a cat, it did make me consider getting a cat. Like, it made me go, oh, they're so cute. Like, I went, outwardly awed several times.
One of my questions, cats. How many times did you or go, oh my God, like they are so cute.
Yeah, and there are tidbits that you don't know. Like, you have cats, so you know all the stuff probably about how they like to be pet and all that. Mm-hmm. And I didn't. You know, the way that they rub up against you and what it all means. I knew about the slow blink, which has caused many an awkward social interaction between me and a cat.
Sure.
Because I keep trying to do that slow blink, and they're having none of it. Like, cats just don't respond to me.
But I wanted you to watch this because you come in and try to like high five my cats or kick them because you don't know how. So this was like, hey, Mandy, this is how you're supposed to treat cats. So
I have never, ever kicked your cats, ever. I punched your husband in the dick one time. Ever since then, you think I'm unpredictable. It's ridiculous. No, I am a little afraid of cats. I've always been afraid of cats because I had cats when I was little and they were great. But then as I got older, we no longer had cats. My mom was more allergic. And cats, I always had those cats. I always ran into those cats that were like, motherfucker, like, hey, pet me. God, I hate you.
Yeah.
And I don't like the sudden of the claws and the biting.
Yes.
You know?
You know what helps take all of that away is when you show cats in slow motion. Then everything they do is adorable. And this whole movie was shot. All the footage of the cats was slow motion. Most of it. So it made them feel, even when they were scratching, you know, it was like, oh, that's so cute. They're scratching. But in real time, that can be scary.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Did you learn any? Did you find the tidbits about the cat's spine interesting?
No, I was so annoyed that there was history and science. I realized what I really want is funny cat videos. And when they would show one, I would be so happy. And then they would go to like, experts say, and like, I'm sorry, an expert in cat psychology. What have we come? What has this world come to?
Several of them, actually. Have we talked about this? You ever been to a pet psychic or known anybody who's gone to a pet psychic?
No. Pet psychic? No.
Well, you do know somebody who's been to a pet psychic because our mutual friend, KP, when her dog was having a hard time, he didn't want to go for walks out there in Brooklyn.
Right.
And so they called
a psychic or a psychologist?
No, a pet psychic. You call up the psychic on the phone.
Please tell me you put the animal on the phone, please.
Okay. No, Mandy, that would be ridiculous. Okay? Pets can't talk on a phone. They communicate psychically, obviously. And the person talks to the human and then listens to the pet because they can hear the pets in their brains. And then they talk to the human. And I will say, that lady predicted that the dog was his right hip or something was hurting him. And sure enough, we took him for a walk and that he was favoring that leg. So she wasn't wrong. Another friend used a psychic for her cat. And the cat said something about being really pissed that it couldn't go outside because they were on like a 47th floor in Manhattan. And so the cat psychic lady told the cat, hey, you can't go because they're worried you're going to fall to your death and you're just going to have to stick away from the balcony. And apparently they didn't have trouble after that. I mean, I've never done it, but I don't know. It'd be pretty fun. Like, what would you ask your pet if you could?
Oh, I mean, in my dreams, they can talk. I would love if my cats could talk. I would love it. Mostly they would say, stop singing at me. Stop making up songs with my name and about how cute I am. I get it. That's what they would definitely say.
Or they would ask for more. You know what I mean? Or they'd be like, you have a lovely voice. I don't know. Because according to this documentary, cats are pretty much not into us unless we give them constant treats, never do anything sudden, and treat them like royalty.
This documentary showed proof, and I am saying that sarcastically, that cats will choose their owners over treats if given the choice. Not my cats. Not any cat I've ever owned or been around. When you shake a treat thing, they go nuts.
Yeah.
And now I will say they did it like experiments, like here's a stranger and here's the owner. Which one will the cat go to? And the cat went 99 times out of 100 to the owner. Yes. That I do believe is true. My cats are that way too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although my stupid cat that I hate, Scout, only goes to Jer if given the choice. She comes to me when he's not around. Not okay.
Well, it's all those voicemails you leave her. Like, she doesn't think they're authentic. They sound saccharine to her.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how about that for a callback, huh?
Well, the funny thing is, they talk about how to approach a cat, and a cat needs time. And you stick one finger out and let the cat sniff your finger. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm Lenny of Mice and Men. I see an animal. I go right over. I want to scoop him up. I want to squeeze him hard. I am not so good at the slow approach and respecting what the animal needs.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with my own. With my own animals, I'm like, no, fuck you. I give you this life. You pay me back by letting me pick you up and squeeze you anytime I want.
Oh, my God. Well, now I'm definitely getting you an appointment with a pet psychic. I mean, I'm dying to know what your cats think of that behavior.
Oh, my God.
They're like, #meow too. Oh, good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
If your mic weren't so expensive, I would say drop your mic. But we know it's a high quality piece of equipment and we don't want to do that. Meow too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what we talk about now. I like your comparison of yourself to Lenny from Mice and Men.
That is my personality. I'm just...
sure. In general.
Well, I do want to talk about the cats that we saw at the beginning of the documentary on America's Got Talent. We spend a lot of time with them. They are 3 Ukrainian.
Yes.
They're being trained by 2 Ukrainian women who are interviewed extensively about how they train these cats.
Yep.
Pete, if you could play, I don't know how much sound there is in this, but from minute 14:12 to minute 14:53.
For the past 4 years, Dasha has been their breakout star.
Oh, Dasha. Dasha is an actress. Whenever she sees a camera, it's kind of like the whole world stops and like the camera is the only thing I need.
Dasha performs many of the team's hardest tricks, including the Mission Impossible and the high jump.
So this is a sequence with Dasha, their star, and it is like Tawny Katane on the roof of the car in the White Lion video. They shoot it all slow-mo. She's in a fan, right? The cat, they had a lot of fans blowing their fur and their whiskers. It's all sex. And I thought that was hilarious. And I don't know if they were doing it to be funny, but these 3 poofy cats from the Ukraine were like, I'm like, what's your safe word, guys? I'll get you out of there. Like, it was exploitative, sexy stuff.
That's so funny. All I could look at in all of the videos, but especially their videos, because I think they had the fan going and the cats were constantly jumping in slow motion. Did you see how much cat hair just comes off those creatures? Like, every single cat just sheds every minute of every frame. And that's maybe the thing that maybe turned me off from it. Like, my dogs shed, but it's different than cat hair. It's different than cat hair, though.
Because cat hair's like better?
It may not be different than cat hair, honestly, because I've only ever had dogs. But it's remarkable where you're like, this is supposed to be like a glamorous thing, and it's just like cat hair coming off all directions.
Yeah.
I did love the fan on the kitty. I thought that was really funny.
The effect, they always have fans blowing, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, because they also did an experiment to prove whether or not cats can read our emotions. So they had a little oscillating fan with streamers blowing. And this owner, Carl's owner, and we still haven't talked about Carl, and we're gonna.
No. Yep.
So the owner said to Carl, "What is that? That's so scary, Carl. Isn't that scary?" And Carl hid behind her.
Yeah.
And then she did the same and said, like, "Ooh, look at that, Carl. Isn't that great?" And Carl warmed up to the fan with the streamers.
Yeah.
Now, who knows how many hours of footage they had?
Right.
Just to get those two clear images. But my question to you is, do your dogs read your emotions? Don't you think animals pick up on our emotions?
Yeah, that's a safe bet. I think they definitely pick up on energy. For sure. Yeah. And I think with your emotions comes energy. I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's a good, yes, I think they do, but maybe not as much as cats. Like my dogs follow me around all the time. And then when the gardeners come, they have a nervous breakdown every week. Well, the one does, the puppy does. She just has a nervous breakdown when there's somebody mowing and blowing outside.
You said blowing.
I did. Well, you were talking about putting a finger in a cat. So let's just.
Oh, come now.
Hey-oh, that's what she said.
Would you have your girls run these experiments with your dogs? Would you have one girl saying like, I'm scared, and see if the dogs are like, I'll protect you, I'll take care of you, and I'm sad, I want to know.
That's
based on their emotions.
I could try it, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would mean that my girls would have an emotion besides.
No. They don't have to be real emotions. They have to convince the dogs of the emotions.
Oh, they'll love that. It'll be an acting exercise.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what this lady did, right? She was like, "Oh, that's so scary," and she put on like a scared voice. Yeah. And Carl, the best cat in the world, hid behind her.
Yeah. I like to think that they're definitely sensitive to our energy. Like for sure. The minute Patrick and I, if anybody gets upset about anything, Star definitely starts to think that she's in trouble.
Oh, okay. So she's very like, it's all about her.
We fight a lot. I mean, there's a lot of anger in our house. So
yeah.
But no, she responds to that energy. I don't know if she's super protective as much as she is just
selfish. Self-involved.
Obsessed.
What have I done?
Obsessed.
Yeah. Well, I do believe that the couple of times I've cried, just the one or two times, or that Casey has been upset and cried, the cats come around. They feel it and they know. Like, particularly Lamb Chop, because Scout's useless. But Lamb Chop, if I'm crying, he will come right into my bedroom and start meowing and hop up on the bed. He's they do pick up on that energy. I really, really believe that.
Yeah. I have not noticed that with my dogs.
Yeah.
But then again, they might be like, oh, it's Tuesday. I mean.
That's what I was going to say. When you cry multiple times a day, they get numb to it.
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore, sister.
But yeah, I mean.
The meds are working.
Okay, so we've teased Carl. How much can we say about Carl? First of all, Carl looked like my Lola. Do you remember Lola?
I do remember
the black
Lola,
and white,
yes.
and he looked like her.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
Carl, one of the cat psychologists, her cat is named Carl, and he's a genius.
Okay, I just want to pop in here. Hey, for any listeners who aren't super cat fans, Carl's a cat. You can fast forward to the rest of the segment. Okay, go ahead.
I want to break it down. How much time do we have? Do we have a couple of hours? Carl. Okay, so she does this experiment where she's like, paper, and he doesn't turn around, and she's like, whatever, toast. And then she even says, girl, because it sounds like his name. And then she says, Carl, and he jumps over to her.
Yeah.
That's a genius.
Yeah.
That's a genius cat.
Yeah, don't cats come to when they're called?
No, my cats are so stupid. So I ran that experiment. And my cats, I think how their different meows mean different things. All of their meows meant, fuck you, stop saying words. They were just like, they don't care. They didn't respond to their names. No, they don't. Nothing.
Oh, I thought maybe they did. That experiment in particular, I actually thought it was all pretty interesting. I did fall asleep. I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep and I was like, oh God. But I didn't sleep through the whole thing. I just kept nodding off because it was just it felt like 4 hours. But I did find it interesting. I did. That was the only experiment that I was a little bit like, well, I don't know how many times you've said that, how much time are you taking between these things? And also, when they showed a close-up of Carl's reaction and they were like, see, nothing. And I was like, well, actually, he looks like he's very interested and looking around. So I don't, they're putting a voiceover on how Carl is reacting. And I'm like, not seeing it, fella. He looks exactly the same in all of them. It was very funny.
But Carl is the one that chose his owner 99 times. Carl chose his owner over food.
Yes,
I don't know what this cat psychologist is doing to Carl, but I want some of that for Scout because she could use a personality makeover.
Well, first of all, stop grabbing Scout like a frat boy.
Just watch the river, Mandy.
At a kegger.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, that woman definitely had a very special bond with Carl that I admired.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also like, you can't do experiments on and say this is cats, right? Because obviously her life is her cat.
Mm-hmm.
She, she's done everything exactly in this way. And by the way, she happened to get a cat that responded to that.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ladies who are the Ukrainians who, have a circus of cats coming to you soon. They had some cats that were like, meh. And then the one star cat that got him on America's Got Talent. Or in this case, I guess Ukraine's Got Talent.
No, it was America.
As well. But they're a Ukrainian.
They were on America's Got Talent.
Well, yeah.
Simon Cowell was delighted by the
This
cats.
is why I want us to tighten up the borders. But anyway. Don't we have enough cat shows? I don't care about anything else. Everybody else, please come in. But no more cat circuses, okay? Let them be the last ones. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think we have sufficiently explained what this documentary was. I wish it were just a 20-minute video that would have been faster, funnier, cuter. There was a lot of history. I'm not so interested.
Well, and I think it was because they had 3 experts and all 3 experts were like, we don't really know a lot about cats yet. Or there haven't really been a lot of studies of cats. Or this is really the first time we're even looking into this. So it was...
There was not a lot of information, but there are a lot of cute cats.
Oh, such cute cats. Really, truly, very, very cute cats. And if I believed that one of them wouldn't scar me, I would totally have pet them. They're adorable.
You pet my
It made
cats.
me want a little kitty. I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you do it begrudgingly?
No.
You fake it?
I don't fake it. I let them come to me, though, because,
Which they do, because I'm chasing them around. And
singing.
So they're like, save us, Aunt
No
Mandy.
more talk of whiskers. Forget your cat bed fears.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to give it 2 man jobs. It was dumb.
Yeah, I'll give it 1.
Yeah.
But cute, just because you can go to YouTube for your cute cat videos, right?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes,
but I did learn something from it. I mean, I enjoyed it probably more than you did in a weird way.
That could be.
Yeah.
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 Because I just wanted more of the America's Funniest Cat videos. So.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, I do have a quiz for you, a themed quiz.
That's exciting.
But first, let's tell everybody that Mandcave is a production of True Story FM, engineering by Pete Wright, music by Ian Post. Kids, we need reviews. Stop what you're doing.
Yep.
Please, if you're on Apple Podcasts only, hit 5 stars, leave us a review. We will give you a shout out on the show. It helps us grow to get more reviews. And tell your friends, send the link and say, These ladies are fun. Check them out. We need to grow.
But put it in your own voice. I mean, And if you're on your Peloton, please, for the love of God, do not stop right now. We're just saying when you're done and you've had a sip of Gatorade, then review us, please.
Yes.
Also, if you want to become a Fandy, we've talked about that. You can go to mancave.com/Fandy and join our super secret private community. There's bonus episodes coming your way. And there's also a fun channel where we can all chat. It's Discord, guys. It's like a chat room. It's an app you download on your phone, having some really fun conversations in there. I'm getting recommendations for things. It's a really fun thing. So check us out there, mancave.com/Discord. There's a channel for Fandies and then for everybody else. It's really fun.
And you can get merch for just in time for the holidays, mancave.com/merch. I got my new phone case. My only Fandies phone case.
Yes.
And there's sweatshirts and tees and mugs. And I love them. They're all funny. Pete does a great job with the graphics and he's hilarious. And when we strike gold, Pete makes it merch. And we're grateful for that.
The Mandcave sweatshirt got a huge response at the beach yesterday. So we're definitely getting a couple orders coming in hot.
All right.
And is TeePublic having a sale sometime soon? Sometimes they do that, right?
Oh, often they're having super sales. It's like never full price, but okay. We've wrapped up our business. I have heard from a listener, public service announcement. They were confused about what the listener is named Carrie Jill, and she was confused by what the name of your film is. Could you please tell people if they'd like to see the trailer and like to follow your film?
Yes,
spell it out because she was confused.
Okay. A lot of people are getting it. They think it's Jess plus one. It's not. It's Jess as in Jessica, but short, JESS, plus as in not subtracting, but adding, plus, and none, NONE, as
not
in
none,
I have no
as in
date.
a woman who has devoted her life to God.
Right. That's my next movie that I'm doing, obviously. No, Jess plus none, www.jessplusnone.com. And then we are on all the socials at Jess plus none. Please, that would be amazing.
Check it out, follow, watch the trailer, and stay tuned because it's going to be coming at you at some point.
Yes, it is.
All right. I'm an animal lover. You're an animal lover.
Sure. Yeah.
This personality quiz will tell you which animal you are.
Oh, I'm a horse. Maybe a dog.
We'll see. Are you ready?
Okay. All right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite color? Red, orange, green, or blue?
Oh, they give choices?
Mm-hmm.
I like an orange.
What's your favorite season? I'm not going to name the seasons. And if you don't know them, we're in trouble.
Like autumn. Fall, autumn. That's my favorite for sure. We're in it.
What do you do at parties? DJ, play party games, make friends with the house pets, try to make new friends.
Did
you hear any of the options or were you just yammering?
Sorry.
This is a serious quiz.
Okay. No, I definitely am not the DJ. I think I make new friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly don't please your old ones. Choose an ideal workspace.
I don't like... Sorry, go ahead.
What?
I lose interest in my old friends. I have to go make new friends. The old ones, it takes a lot to keep me interested. You do a good job, but there's a lot that,
I do. I recruit you for podcasts and writing projects and cabarets. God, I'm exhausted. All right. Choose an ideal workspace. An art studio, an office, outside, or wherever there is Wi-Fi.
Outside.
When do you get the most work done? Morning, night, in between other tasks, whenever inspiration hits.
Oh, God. Well, in between other tasks.
Okay. Choose your favorite beverage. Wine, coffee, soda, water. Listeners from last week will know this.
My favorite beverage, it's probably coffee. It should be water, but it's coffee.
Yeah, but you said last week that it's coffee.
Oh,
so.
I know. And I'm off coffee. I haven't had coffee for a week.
I don't approve. What's your go-to first date? Movie, dinner, coffee shop?
Hand job. What?
I'll repeat the options. Movie, dinner, coffee shop, club. And by that, I think they mean an exclusive country club, no Jews allowed. I think that's what that one means.
Oh, definitely club.
Yeah.
No. Probably movie. I like a movie.
Which word best describes you? I'm going to actually read the ones instead of just applying wacky insults. Classic, okay. Reliable, dignified, carefree.
Oh my God.
Classic, reliable, dignified, or carefree.
You don't even have to say the insults because it's so obvious. I'm going to go with carefree is probably correct. Although classic, you know what I mean? Classic, like a Catskills comedian is classic, right?
I put carefree.
Okay.
Which quote inspires you? Oh God, really? Go hard or go home? That's not even the expression. Collect memories, not things.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
Life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
Okay.
Fall in love with taking care of yourself.
Okay. Barf, no. I don't know about the comfort zone thing. Go big or go home. What was the first one?
Go hard or
the
go
second
home.
One? What was
Collect
the second one?
memories, not things. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say go hard or go home.
Ooh. Where would your vacation, where would you vacation to? Beach, mountains, road trip, somewhere international?
All of the above.
I know.
I would do probably somewhere international. Yeah.
Okay, this is bizarre because I took this quiz.
I can't be a cat. Tell me I'm not a cat.
You're an orangutan.
Oh.
You are great friend, calm, and funny, which is also the animal I got. So the quiz is broken. Maybe they only have one result.
Oh, or
the quiz is broken.
Here's what happened. Did you choose orange as your favorite color? Because that's what they did.
Red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And a lot of my answers are different. So.
Okay, that's weird.
I'm not such a believer.
But I like us, two little orangutans, married to John Mulaney and Nick Kroll, with our little orangutan babies. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how this magic is going to keep on going. And then I forgot also, I have another dramatic reading. And I forgot, this is totally random. I'm putting it right here because I wanted to make sure that people heard it.
Is it another text from your mom?
It is a text from my mom.
Oh, God, I love it. Okay.
She started a new WhatsApp group. My sister was there to help her, show her how to do it. So
sure.
She said, practice chat. Bye. And how do I get out? Send hoarding this whole time.
Wow.
Practice chat by and how do I send hoarding this whole time? Oh, how do I get out? Maybe she's trapped somewhere. How do I get out?
You
send
might want to
hoarding
look into
this whole
that.
Time.
That's a cry for help. You know what I mean? Or it's poetry.
So
it's one or the other.
Hell strikes again.
So much poetry as a cry for help. Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Well, tell her thank you for offering that, but text it to her. She'll never get the message. But
exactly. I said, I'm not sure what you mean, but I got your message. Yeah.
Super love you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for that. I think that sets us up really nicely for what I'm going to make you watch. And can I just say that I am way too nice to you?
Oh.
I just am. After that cat thing, believe you me, there were some self-help books. I was going to make some help. I was going to make you listen to some Glennon Doyle podcasting. I was going to go there. But I really do want to go see Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, I'm dying to see that.
Yeah. Yep. I think I just love Florence Pugh. And I definitely...
is she related to Domhnall Gleeson?
Yes, and Stephen Colbert. Yes.
Uh-huh.
She's their child. So I'm excited, but I don't know. We can figure out offline if we're going to go together maybe to a movie theater, or we can watch it from the comfort of home on Amazon
is it streaming
Prime.
now?
It is. It is on Amazon Prime is what it says. So we are going to watch Don't Worry, Darling. Don't worry, Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to see this movie.
Me too. Thank you. Yeah. That is kind.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm a good person. Hey, and I hope you have a happy Halloween.
Ooh.
You could just do your vocal exercises in a spooky voice, and that'll really get the kiddos.
You know me and my vocal exercises. Daily. Every time you're crying, I'm doing my vocalises. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Good. That's a good visual.
All right.
All right. I'll see you next week.
Love ya.
I love you.